We are now recording. Oh, I love it. When it finally comes together, it's so flipping amazing, isn't it? It's fantastic. So everybody, we have now a beautiful Fiona Robertson. So lovely having two Fionas, isn't it? We are quite
double trouble.
Double trouble, exactly. My God. So Fiona is, well, she is the body whisperer. I find what she does absolutely fascinating because it really gels with what I believe, I see, I know, I do myself. But Fiona goes into this into such a deeper way. So for any of you who have ever thought about having a diet or doing a diet, who hasn't, put my hands up. I never do diets now because that's just not my thing. Or losing weight, Fiona has got a completely different perspective, which is so amazing. Exactly. So come on now, Fiona, tell us, first of all, who you are, and yeah, we'll go to the next question after that.
Yeah. Who am I?
Who are you?
I know, God, who am I? I am a woman, like the rest of us, but I found that I have gone into being a body renewer and a body whisperer, which, for want of a better word, means that I can hear what's really going on in the body. I can really get to the nitty-gritty, the root cause, and find out why we sabotage ourselves, or why we've gained the weight, why we can't do anything about the weight, or why we've got sciatica, or you know, some of the things that I've had, like ovarian cysts or ringworm, even because somebody was under my skin. There's so many different reasons, and I just find it phenomenally interesting and so powerful to get behind what's really going on in the body, and I just can't stop it. I love it.
That sounds good to me. But how on earth, Fiona, did you start to really understand how to get into this? Because obviously, I mean, I'm taking that you started to explore how to lose weight or to go on a diet, or, you know, how many people haven't at some stage. So just tell us a little bit about how you got into it.
Let me put it this way. I moved to France in 2004, 6 months pregnant, didn't know anything about having babies, started to run detox retreats because I was hugely into detox, because that had helped me a lot. But I think what I realized as I was detoxing so many ladies, I was like, why doesn't it work for some of them? Why doesn't this always work? And why doesn't it always work for me? Why do I feel sometimes like I'm a fraud? Because, and then I understood that it was a lot to do with the energy of what was going on around me, the stress I was in. Something like that was really having a huge effect on my belly. And basically, this is where we feel everything. We feel it from the solar plexus and in the belly, if you allow yourself to feel what's going on. Anyway, so I was asking these questions like, why doesn't it always work? You know, so like some people can come and they can lose 5 kilos in a week. You know, we can walk in the mountains, we can eat well, and we can talk to our heart's content, put the whole world to rights. But I used to always hear the underlying story as what was really going on. You know, that somebody had married somebody, and they, you know, like, we didn't really think about it. It was just kind of potluck, and then how things had gone from there, the stress that built up and the anger that had built up in a lot of other women, which is, you know, what's that saying I have? Like, it is the greatest undiagnosed epidemic in women, anger, because it just festers away. But we've all got this happy smile on our face, like, we're coping. And then I decided I needed to find out what was going on for me. And I was I am a Reiki master. I used to do Reiki on all the clients who came, and I used to sort of see things happen, and I thought, well, I'll just explore that a little bit more. And it's kind of gone into being a medical intuitive. Not that I've read any books up until more recently, to kind of like, well, how do they do it? And I was seeing energy, and I was feeling the energy of what someone else was feeling. And I'm like, right, I want to explore that. And once you understood the energy, where it sat, why it was there, what it had to say to you, what you had to learn from this symptom. And it was never just the symptom was there because you'd fallen over, or because, you know, whatever, or just because you'd eaten too much, but you'd eaten too much because, you know, but for decades. And I really hope that what I do helps people, because I want them to understand that nothing's a fluke. Nothing's just, oh, well, that's it then, that's my lot. No, it's not your lot. You can recreate yourself, and you know, there's a solution for it. We change our energy, we change our thoughts, we understand, oh, what's that got to do with? What was I thinking? What was I thinking for a hell of a long time that created that and wasn't allowed for me, didn't allow me